Barbell bench press. Barbell is gonna have a smooth part and then a rough part. I want you to put your thumb right where they come together. You're gonna go about a thumb width away from that, and then go another thumb width away from where you just placed your thumb. That'll be your hand placement on the bar. From there, you wanna make sure you got the barbell at the front of the J hooks, and you're just above your eyes with the bar. We'll go ahead, take it off the rack. Bar's now above my eyeballs. I'm gonna bring it down under control to the lower portion of my chest. So I'm not dropping straight down. I'm gonna bring it down the lower portion of my chest. So your scapulae, what they do is they go through downward rotation, upward rotation on the bench press. We wanna make sure we're taking advantage of that to help keep our shoulders healthy as we do the bench press. So it comes down, touches my chest, I punch it back, right back over my face. Breathing, I'll inhale at the top, hold that breath as I go down, and then I exhale through the hardest portion of the lift. I don't want to exhale all the way through the lift because then I have to reset every single time I do a rep. The analogy I like to use for people is pretend that initial breath that you take is just you filling up a glass of water. Each exhalation you take is a sip of that water. So if I fill my glass all the way up on that initial breath, and then I exhale or drink that whole glass of water, I've got to now fill up that glass of water every single time I do a repetition to generate enough pressure to keep myself stable and performing at my best as I go through that lift. A more efficient way to do that is fill up that glass of water, inhale at the top, hold that as you go down, sharp exhale through the hardest point of the lift. Now we're just taking little sips. Now if you got a high rep set, you might have to eventually reset before the set is over with another breath. Meaning we'll have to fill that glass of water all the way back up with the inhale. The other thing that you'll note that was more unconventional of what I was doing there is I had my feet up on the bench. This is a personal preference. Most of my clients are not trying to bench press as much weight as they possibly can. I would have them do a conventional powerlifting position on the bench press where they arch their back and pin their shoulders into the bench so that we can maximize stability and decrease the amount of range of motion that we have to go through. But that's not my client's goals, nor is it mine. So I put myself in a position where my feet are up on the bench that I can control my back position a lot more. Not only do the tips I was giving you earlier help you with your shoulders, but it also helps with your low back. Now, if the bench is low enough and you can comfortably put your feet on the ground and it doesn't require you to arch your back to get position because you're only gonna exacerbate that as you get fatigued during the lift, then I'm okay with the feet being on the floor. Really depends on the height of the bench. So one last note with the bench press, as you're bringing that bar down, think about pulling your shoulder blades into the bench as you bring the bar down, touch the chest, and then you push the shoulder blades away. Your shoulder blades are gonna come towards each other as you go on the lowering phase, and they should go relatively up and away as you press back up.